Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Elite Auto Review. Today, I'm going to tell you a story not just about a car, but about a masterpiece that blends elegance, performance, and raw emotion in a way only Mercedes-AMG can. This is not a review, it's a journey through speed, luxury, and passion. Because when we talk about the 2025 Mercedes-AMG CLA 45S, we're not talking about another vehicle. We're talking about a symbol, a statement, the definition of driving perfection. It all started one evening at a luxury car showroom in Los Angeles. A young entrepreneur walked in, dressed sharply, confidence in every step, but you could see it in his eyes. He wasn't there for just any car. He was searching for something special. Something that could match his lifestyle. Bold, ambitious, and unapologetically fast. The salesman smiled and said, "You've come at the right time. The new AMG CLA 45S just arrived." He turned around, and there it was, the 2025 Mercedes-AMG CLA 45S, standing like a sculpture of pure power under the bright showroom lights. Its design didn't shout for attention, it demanded it. The aggressive front grille, the AMG-specific Panamericana design with vertical slats, the bold LED headlights with daytime running signatures, everything about it looked like it had been carved from precision and passion. The matte finish paint glowed softly, reflecting the light like liquid metal. As he walked closer, he felt something unique. This wasn't just a car, it was a personality. A personality that speaks before the engine even starts. The front bumper, with its aerodynamic intakes, looked ready to inhale the road. The AMG badge sat proudly, a reminder of where it came from a place where cars aren't built, they're crafted. He opened the door, and instantly, the scent of fine leather and Alcantara filled the air. The interior wasn't flashy, it was intelligent luxury. The AMG performance seats hugged him perfectly. Yellow contrast stitching ran across the dashboard and door panels. The flat-bottom AMG steering wheel, wrapped in Napa leather and microfiber, felt like holding precision in your hands. The massive dual-screen Bux system illuminated the digital cockpit and infotainment display merged into one panoramic screen. With a voice command, "Hey Mercedes," the system came alive. And at that moment, he knew this was more than a car. It was his assistant, his co-pilot, his partner in motion. He started the engine, and that sound, that AMG sound, it was like thunder breaking the silence. Under the hood was a 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder engine, but not just any four-cylinder. This was the M139, the most powerful 2.0-liter engine ever put in a production car, hand-built by AMG engineers under the one-man, one-engine philosophy. It produced an insane 416 horsepower and 369 pounds-to-feet of torque, paired with an AMG SpeedShift DCT 8-speed transmission and 4MATIC Plus all-wheel drive. He shifted it into Sport Plus. The digital cluster changed red graphics, performance meters, G-forces. He tapped the accelerator, and the CLA 45S leapt forward like a wild animal unleashed. 0 to 60 in just 3.7 seconds. The exhaust popped and crackled like fireworks, echoing off the city buildings as he drove out of the showroom into the glowing night streets. The streets of LA blurred as the car moved, smooth, sharp, precise. Each gear shift felt like a heartbeat syncing with his pulse. The AMG suspension adjusted dynamically, hugging every curve. The steering felt alive, the response instantaneous. This wasn't just driving, it was an experience. Every sound, every vibration, every flicker of light reflected on that sculpted dashboard reminded him he was in something extraordinary. As he reached the highway, the car transformed from city cruiser to highway predator. The adaptive suspension lowered automatically. The aerodynamics optimized. The turbo whistled, and the car surged ahead, effortlessly touching speeds that few sedans dare to. Yet inside, it was calm, quiet, composed, insulated from chaos. The Burmester surround sound system filled the cabin with symphonic clarity. He could feel every bass note as the city lights faded into the distance. Morning came, and he pulled into a luxury coffee spot overlooking the Pacific. People turned their heads, not just because it was a Mercedes, but because of how it looked. The 2025 CLA 45S had presence. Its proportions, a low stance, wide shoulders, coupe-like roofline gave it the attitude of a supercar in disguise. The AMG specific 19-inch forged wheels glistened under the California sun, with red brake calipers peeking behind them, like a heartbeat ready to race again. He sat there sipping his espresso, staring at his car, and thought, this is what success feels like. Not loud, not boastful, but confident and refined. Every inch of the CLA 45S reflected that idea. The power bulges on the hood, the sculpted sides, the rear diffuser with quad exhaust, say everything balanced aggression and elegance in perfect harmony. Later that day, he decided to take the car up to the mountains. The Angeles Crest Highway, a place every car lover dreams of. He switched to race mode. The car tightened up, the exhaust note deepened, and suddenly, it wasn't just him and the road, it was him, the machine, and motion, all in sync. The AMG 4MATIC Plus system distributed power perfectly, letting him drift through corners with pure control. Every turn was poetry. Every straight stretch was a reminder of what engineering perfection feels like. The AMG performance steering wheel gave instant feedback, and the paddle shifters clicked with mechanical precision. On downshifts, the exhaust roared and crackled, echoing through the canyons like applause. He wasn't just driving, he was performing. By the time he reached the mountain summit, the sun was setting. The orange glow reflected off the metallic surface of the CLA, painting it in gold. He parked the car, stepped out, and just looked at it for a while. The sleek silhouette, the AMG badge, the perfect proportions, it all came together like art. He realized this wasn't a car you buy with your wallet, it's one you buy with your heart. The 2025 Mercedes AMG CLA 45S isn't about transportation. It's about transformation, turning ordinary drives into extraordinary moments. Whether it's the power of the handcrafted engine, the comfort of the AMG interior, or the intelligence of Mercedes technology, everything inside this car is designed to make you feel something special. Inside the cabin, the night lighting created an atmosphere unlike anything else. The 64-color ambient light system painted the interior in shades of blue and red, matching his mood. The heads-up display projected speed and navigation seamlessly onto the windshield, like a futuristic interface. Every button, every surface, every sound had a purpose and a soul. The next day, he drove through Beverly Hills. People stopped and stared. Some took pictures. Others just admired the sound. Because the CLA 45S doesn't need to prove itself, it simply exists above comparison. It's faster than most cars, twice its price, sharper than most coupes, and more luxurious than any other compact sedan. Back at his penthouse garage, he parked it beside other cars, an Aston Martin, a Porsche, and a BMW, yet somehow, the CLA 45S stood out. Maybe it was the confidence in its design, maybe the balance between beauty and power, or maybe because it was the perfect representation of him, a bold, intelligent, and unstoppable. When you buy a 2025 Mercedes-AMG CLA 45S, you're not just buying horsepower or a badge. You're buying passion, a handcrafted performance that carries the spirit of AMG's racing heritage. Every model is built with precision, tuned by experts who live and breathe speed. This isn't mass production, it's artistry on wheels. And that's why millionaires, entrepreneurs, and dreamers alike choose it, and not because they have to, but because they want to feel alive every time they hit the start button. As he turned off the engine and the ambient lights slowly dimmed, the silence was beautiful. The kind of silence that follows after something powerful. He looked back one last time before heading upstairs, and the car's taillights faded out like eyes closing, a calm, composed, satisfied. And that's when it hit him. Success isn't about what you show the world, it's about what drives you. The CLA 45S wasn't just his car, it was his reflection. So, if you're looking for something that goes beyond luxury, beyond performance, something that feels like the future wrapped in AMG engineering, then this is it. The 2025 Mercedes-AMG CLA 45S. A car that doesn't ask for attention, it commands it. It's not just a machine. It's emotion, speed, precision, and art fused into one flawless experience. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this cinematic review, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more luxury car stories like this one. Because here at Elite Auto Review, we don't just review cars, we tell their stories.